Have you ever engaged in racially discriminatory behavior?
No, I don't think so. But I think like with misinformation and like just like not knowing, like you can have some behaviors that are not appropriate. So maybe it happened to me. Yeah.
Perhaps, yeah. Not intentionally, of course, but perhaps in some occasion I didn't consider every person that has the same position, the same way.
Okay.
Well, I don't think so because I was raised and born in a part of Italy that it's very, very ethical and it's about cooperating with each other. So that's not my case. But for sure, it's difficult sometimes divide the stereotypical, and what you think about the other person in the first blink of their eye.
Yeah, like when I was a child, like if you grow up like around certain people and stuff and certain ideas, I think it's pretty common actually, sadly, that yeah, like those ideas, like even if they're meant like as jokes, are still around and like you pick them up when you're young, so yeah.
I wouldn't say so.
Okay. Do you think we can have a biases without realizing it?
I think so, yeah. I think like a lot of discrimination just comes really from part of society and the different aspects that like how you also grow up and what kind of environment, like nature versus nurture. And if you already grow up in an environment where it's pretty normalized to maybe have some biases in it.
Do you think we can have biases without realizing it?
Yes, I think so. Because you do not always control it. It's like increased in society most of the time. So yeah.
Of course, I think so.
Well, I feel that maybe it can happen, but the important step is always to realize that there are biases, and how can we as person be more cooperative and I don't know, be more patient and respect each other, otherwise the circumstances.
Okay.
So realizing is the first step.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like we get influenced by everything, by everything we hear when we are young on the internet and stuff, and like biases like form like unconsciously, so like they form and you don't even realize it, and yeah, it takes time to realize that you have these biases and then to question yourself and stuff, so yeah.
I think so, yeah. I think like a lot of discrimination just comes really from part of society and the different aspects that like how you also grow up and what kind of environment, like nature versus nurture. And if you already grow up in an environment where it's pretty normalized to maybe have some biases in it, like it can be very like on the down low without you even really realizing it or like noticing that this is actually discriminatory behavior. So I think that's possible, yeah.
Do you think society influences the way we see others?
Yeah, definitely. I think we have many stereotypes increased in society, and we need to get rid of that. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Most of the time is the case.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's like about how you grow up, how you get like conditioned, and yeah, I mean, society has definitely a part in it, and there are harmful ideas everywhere, and like it's upon us to question them and to take out what you want to accept and support, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Also, I think it's really different from every, like, what kind of part of society you're around also, and like also from the country especially, like it have different influences, and you feel like maybe because politics sometimes connects like topics like immigration or stuff like this to a broader societal problem that doesn't even really have anything to do with, but like they're searching for people to blame stuff for, and that's like also a lot of part of trying to put people in boxes and saying this is the people we're against, and so that's possible again.